Now at 5, flight attendants are warning about a problem they say actually puts travelers at risk. They say they're not getting enough time to rest in between trips. We got a hold of the letter members of Congress sent to the White House this month. In it, they say flight attendants are not being allowed to rest at least 10 hours in between their flights. And that is what's required under the law. Channel 9's Blair Miller looked into why it hasn't been enforced.
Flight attendants tell me they're being worked like they've never been before. A law meant to keep them and you, the passengers, safer isn't being followed. And they say that needs to change now.
Staffing shortages, severe weather, and air traffic control delays have caused many airlines to struggle with flight cancellations and delays this summer. Onboard planes, flight attendants tell me they're struggling too.
We're working with minimum staffing and difficulties on the airplane more than ever before.
In 2018, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle passed legislation to require that flight attendants get more rest after their shifts, from 9 hours to 10 hours between flights. But that change hasn't happened. The administrator of the FAA, Steve Dixon, addressed this issue with lawmakers last fall.
I am absolutely committed to continue to push my team and to move forward as quickly as we possibly can to get these provisions into our regulations.
And yet flight attendants are waiting even still. So Congress recently sent this letter to the Biden administration asking why. We've learned the issue now sits with the Office of Management and Budget at the White House. Flight attendants believe the rule change is being held up by a bureaucratic system and in the meantime, putting their safety and passengers at risk.
What that means is flight attendants may be slow to respond and the public can be at risk. An individual who needs that help or an entire aircraft who needs flight attendants to respond to the emergency on board. Otherwise, everyone is at risk.
Today, we reached out to the White House for comment on this issue, but so far, we have not heard back. At Reagan National, Blair Miller, Channel 9 Eyewitness.